what you done, you little skeezers!
Skeezers? Mm-hmm. Now I'm gonna have to spank that ass like Tyson.
The movie starts in Decatur, Georgia. We meet Niecy and Mickey working at a mom and pop diner. They are broke, tired, and surrounded by dreams that are going nowhere fast. Heavy D, the rapper, is running a video vixen competition with a $10,000 grand prize. Niecy immediately sees this as a way out. She pitches the idea of going to Cali and auditioning, especially after their boyfriends, Ali and James, disappoint them again by not showing up to walk them home from work. We quickly learn the boyfriends are dreamers with no jobs and no direction. Niecy is over it, and she convinces Mickey that LA is the move. Before LA, they hit the club. A group of men tries to talk to them but refuse to pay for their drinks. Niecy and Mickey try to leave, but one man grabs Niecy and says they are not done talking. Ali shows up and punches the guy. Same scenario repeats later with James and Ali. Still no drinks, still no money. Niecy finally says out loud what's been obvious. She deserves better. Next thing you know, they are on a plane to LA wearing extravagant hairstyles. Their hair blocks the projector for the in-flight movie, and they have to crouch down in their seats. Embarrassing, but iconic. They land, see LL Cool J at the airport, and absolutely lose their mind.
Damn, lady love in the flesh. Ain't nothing like a brother who practices what he preaches. He done married his baby's mama. So did. You a good man too. I know you be throwing that ass at you.
They arrive at the audition and are clearly out of place. Niecy starts dancing while waiting in line. A businessman watches her and laughs, obviously entertained. He and Mickey make eye contact. Niecy auditions, and it does not go well. They leave looking defeated. The businessman stops them, compliments them, and says his boss is doing a music video and thinks they'd be a good fit. He offers room, board, and $10,000. They immediately agree and leave with him. No follow-up questions, no safety concerns, truly unhinged behavior. They pull up to a Beverly Hills mansion in a limousine and are amazed. They practice their introduction, which leads to one of the funniest lines in the movie.
If they say, how are you? We say, living large and taking charge, big boy.
They ring the doorbell. The butler answers, accuses them of being beggars, and shuts the door in their faces. Moments later, another man opens the door and says they are exactly what they're looking for. The butler gives them a tour. The terms are explained. They're supposed to pretend to be the granddaughter of Lily, a former housekeeper the old man of the house loved but could never be with because of her race. He is dying, and the nephew wants his final days to be happy. They meet Mr. Blakemore, and he is pissed. He yells at them for showing up unannounced and tells them to leave immediately. That night at dinner, his mood shifts. He's calmer, friendlier, and starts asking questions. Niecy gives vague answers. Dinner is served. Mickey is disgusted by the food and decides to cook instead. Cue a cooking montage. That night, the driver, Antonio, starts flirting with Mickey. He claims his family is very wealthy and that he only came to America to find a woman to spoil. Lies. All lies. Next day, Mickey has fully taken over the kitchen. Niecy tries to warn her about Antonio, clearly trying to finesse her. The butler is concerned about Mr. Blakemore eating soul foods and says it's clogging his arteries. Mr. Blakemore comes downstairs full of energy, says he feels great, and sends the butler to the record store to buy rap music. They are thriving. Mickey falls into the pool and ruins her hair. She's devastated. Mr. Blakemore offers to take them to the salon and on a shopping spree. While they're out, the nephew Isaac secretly takes photos of them. Dramatic music plays because he's clearly up to no good. Back at the mansion, Isaac is on the phone talking about his plan. It sounds extremely shady. That night, they go out to a fancy restaurant and see celebrities. They act accordingly, which is to say, completely out of control.
Ah! Leon! Oh, I loved you. Wait, exhale. I want to exhale. I want to exhale.
Please, let him exhale.
Later, Niecy argues with Ali on the phone. Mr. Manley, the butler, plays middleman. That night, Antonio flirts with Mickey again. She notices he's wearing gloves and asks why. He gives some weird explanation about her skin being too soft. He tells her Mr. Blakemore let him keep a ring in the safe. They try to open it. It doesn't work. Mickey leaves her fingerprints all over it. Later that night, an intruder breaks into the house, smashes a statue, and knocks Mr. Manley unconscious. Niecy and Mickey confront the burglar and beat his ass. Surprise! It's Antonio. He admits to Isaac that they can still make the plan work. but Isaac plays dumb and he ends up getting arrested. Next day, Mr. Blakemore's attorney arrives and reveals Isaac's plan. Isaac claimed Mr. Blakemore caught 2 women from the ghetto breaking into his home, befriended them instead of calling the police, and is now being robbed blind. This is used to question Mr. Blakemore's mental competence. Mr. Blakemore asked Niecy and Mickey if Isaac offered them money. They say no. They're there because they want to be. He offers them $50,000 each anyway. They rip up the checks and refuse. He says Lily was the only person he ever trusted and hugs them. That night, they all go dancing. Even Mr. Manley is there. Mr. Blakemore starts feeling lightheaded. They help him sit down and decide to leave. On the ride home, they talk about Niecy loving Ali despite his lack of ambition, and Mr. Blakemore's love for Lily, which inspired him to go into the fabric business. That night, Niecy feels guilty about lying, and they decide to leave and write him a letter telling him the truth. Suddenly, Ali and James show up at the mansion Mr. Manley brought them. They're clean-shaven, dressed nicely, and suddenly talking about wanting to be better men. Convenient. An ambulance arrives. Mr. Blakemore is taken to the hospital. Isaac shows up acting sad and tries to hand him a check. They tell him to shove it. The attorney brings them in to see Mr. Blakemore one last time. Niecy tries to confess, but he stops her. He dies shortly after. Niecy is upset because she never got to tell him the truth. The attorney tells her Mr. Blakemore already knew. Lily never had children. Next day, they pack up and say goodbye to Mr. Manley. It's genuinely a sweet moment. Before they leave, the attorney reads the will. Mr. Blakemore leaves something to his B.A.P.S, his Black American princesses. He also leaves something to Mr. Manley. Isaac gets nothing. We flash forward. Niecy and Mickey open a salon/restaurant called Lily's. Ali and James start a cab company, which I'm assuming was funded by Niecy and Mickey. Everyone is happy, and the movie ends. And here are my final thoughts. Hey guys, I know y'all been waiting forever for this next recap. I have been enjoying the new year and my holidays and etc. And I fell off, but now I'm back. First off, I want to say how much I absolutely love this movie. The hairstyles and the wardrobe in this movie were absolutely iconic. Another thing that I absolutely loved about this movie was all the cameos. Some notable ones were Bernie Mac, Faison Love, LL Cool J, the handsome Leon, and Dennis Rodman. I love these 90s comedy movies because the comedy back then was different, and I feel like for this one it was very lighthearted. It wasn't self-depreciating, it wasn't talking bad about one group of people. It was just like a lighthearted comedy film with 2 beautiful actresses. I really enjoyed the storyline. It was basically a woman trying to get their comeuppance, you know what I mean, and make it big in Hollywood, but things not working out how they thought it would. And I felt like it was very realistic how they portrayed the relationship between the girls and their boyfriends, because it's very similar to how real life is. I liked how they showed the obvious difference between the poverty and the wealth gap. How the girls were in poverty, but they were working. They both had talents that were very unique to them. Niecy was a hairstylist and Mickey knew how to cook really well. They both worked at the diner. So they seem to be very independent and they seem to be really happy. You see that Mr. Blakemore, he had all that money and stuff, but he seemed to be miserable. So I also like how they played on the racial barrier of Mr. Blakemore not being able to marry Lily because she was black. But there was really no background on whether or not Mr. Blakemore ended up getting married again, or if Lily got married again, or even if Mr. Blakemore had children. But we did hear that Lily did not have children. I really like the female friendship portion of this movie. Niecy and Mickey were really good friends to each other. They were able to bond through failures, successes, bad relationships, and one thing I can say is their friendship never wavered, even when the people or the circumstances around them did. I also like how they showed how Isaac, the nephew, and Antonio tried to exploit women in order to get their financial gains through Mr. Blakemore. I do like the contrast between Niecy and Mickey and Ali and James, and how Niecy and Mickey weren't just dreamers. They actually went out there and they tried to make something of themselves, even if they failed doing it. While Ali and James, their boyfriends, they had these big dreams and everything, but they never made actionable plans to do it. And at the end of the movie, when Ali and James opened up their own cab company, it was only because Niecy and Mickey inherited that money and helped them out. And I don't think they would have done it had they not been there. And I really hate seeing movies where black women are forced to help black men to do something with themselves and they just won't find their own way without mooching off of a black woman. But that's another topic. Another thing I really liked is that Mr. Blakemore's attorney was a black woman as well. So it was just like a bunch of black excellence in this movie, which made it that much more iconic. Overall, I really love this movie. I think everyone should watch it. I would give it an 8 out of 10 just because it's purely iconic and the plot moves along smoothly without any excessive scenes that you feel like probably could have been taken out. Anyways, that's the end of this movie recap. Hopefully next time I'll be on video, but we shall see because the voiceovers are simply easier. But I will see you guys next time. Bye!